Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving deep into a part of healthcare that's usually behind the scenes, the medical laboratory. We're going to talk about how artificial intelligence is showing up as a brand new, powerful partner, completely changing how we diagnose and manage diseases. Let's pull back the curtain and see how this invisible world is being transformed. Seriously, think about it for a second. You go to the doctor, you give a sample, and then what? A few days later, a result just magically appears in your file? But the journey that sample takes in between, it's this incredibly complex path through a clinical lab, a place that is, no joke, the beating heart of modern medicine. And right now, that journey is getting way more complicated. Labs today are dealing with a literal tsunami of data. We're talking everything from chemical markers in your blood to microscopic images, all the way to your entire genetic code. The massive challenge is sifting through all of this and doing it super fast and with perfect accuracy. I mean, someone's life could depend on every single data point. And this is where our new partner enters the picture. Now, AI isn't here to replace the brilliant people working in these labs, not at all. It's here to be a super partner, to boost their abilities, help them make sense of this data explosion, and find clues that have been hidden until now. So the engine making all this happen is something called machine learning. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Instead of writing a huge rule book for a computer to follow, we just show it a massive library of examples, like millions of cell images or thousands of lab reports, and it actually teaches itself how to spot the patterns. It literally learns from experience, getting smarter and more accurate as it goes. So, what can this new partner actually do? Well, let's start with its first superpower, what I like to call superhuman vision. We're talking about AI's incredible knack for analyzing medical images with a level of detail and consistency that is, well, it's pretty mind-blowing. Look, human experts are absolutely amazing, but they're still human. They can get tired, they can get distracted. AI, though, it's like having this super powerful magnifying glass that can look at the 10,000th slide of the day with the exact same sharp focus as it did on the very first one. And this isn't some far-off future tech. This is happening right now. AI models are being trained to scan pathology slides and flag tiny, suspicious-looking cells that could be cancer. They can look at a blood smear and pick out the subtle little changes that might point to leukemia. Automating things like counting cells or classifying tissue types, it's a total game changer for speed and accuracy. But AI's vision is just the beginning. Its next superpower is all about incredible speed and efficiency. So much of the work in a lab can be really repetitive and time-consuming. AI just perfect for taking on those tasks, which frees up the highly trained lab professionals for the really tricky stuff. I mean, just look at the difference here. The old way, technicians would be manually typing in data from paper forms, which is slow and, it's easy to make a typo. Now, tech like optical character recognition, or OCR, can scan a form and just pull the data automatically. AI can help sort samples, flag the urgent ones, and even keep an eye on lab equipment to predict when it needs fixing before it breaks down. And this is what's so important to understand. AI isn't about taking jobs, it's about taking on the chores. This lets our human experts, the pathologists and the lab scientists, focus their brainpower on the really complex cases, on talking with doctors, and on making sure the entire process is top-notch. It's collaboration at its best. Okay, but this next one, this might just be AI's most powerful superpower. Let's call it the superbrain. This is its ability to look at enormous, complicated sets of data and find these tiny, hidden patterns and connections that a human being could just never spot on their own. And the results? They're honestly staggering. Some studies have shown that for very specific tasks, like spotting certain cancers or blood disorders from an image, AI models can hit accuracy rates over 95%. Now, that's not just a cool number. It's an incredibly powerful tool that helps doctors make critical, life-saving calls. This is where it really feels like science fiction is becoming reality. AI can look at your lab results not just as a one-time thing, but as a trend over months or years, maybe predicting a chronic disease like diabetes long before you ever feel a symptom. Predicting stroke risk from someone's tears, it's incredible. And by digging through our genetic data, AI can help pinpoint the exact mutations causing a disease, which is the key to truly personalized medicine. This quote just nails it, right? It's all about changing medicine from being reactive, where we treat sickness after it shows up, to being predictive and preventative. AI gives us this amazing peek into what our health future might look like, so we can step in earlier and do something about it. So the future really isn't about machines taking over the hospital. It's about this incredible synergy, this partnership between the unique gut feelings and deep expertise of human professionals and the raw analytical horsepower of AI. Okay, as amazing as all this sounds, we have to be realistic. Getting this tech out of the research phase and into every single clinic, well, it isn't as simple as flipping a switch. There's some pretty big hurdles we need to get over first. And this really lays out the dilemma perfectly. On one hand, you have these fantastic opportunities for faster, more accurate, and super personalized healthcare. But on the other hand, you've got some very real challenges, like keeping data private, making sure the AI isn't biased, and, of course, the huge cost of getting it all set up. Let's quickly break those down. First, protecting patient data is absolutely non-negotiable. Second, an AI is only as good as the data it learns from. If that data is biased, the AI will be biased too. Then there's the black box problem. Doctors need to know why an AI is making a certain suggestion. And yeah, the startup costs for all the gear and training are high, and getting these tools approved by regulators is a long, complicated process. So working through all these challenges is the name of the game right now. But as we do, what can we really expect to see coming down the pipeline as this technology keeps getting better and better? Well, right now, we're in the age of AI as an assistant, helping with images and automating workflows. The very next big step is something called explainable AI, or XAI. These are systems that can actually show their work, explaining how they reached a conclusion. That's huge for building trust. Looking a bit further out, personalized medicine will just become the standard way of doing things. And way down the road, imagine portable AI-powered gadgets that could bring advanced lab testing to a tiny clinic in the middle of nowhere, or even to your own home. And when you boil it all down, we come back to this central idea: collaboration. AI is not the hero of this story. It's the amazing new tool designed to empower our healthcare heroes, to give them superpowers, and to help them see things they've never been able to see before. And that really leads us to the final big question. As AI gets better and better at the number crunching and the repetitive work, what becomes the most critical job left for us humans? Maybe it's about asking the right questions, about being the ethical watchdog, and about applying those uniquely human things like empathy and judgment to all these incredible new insights. That partnership, that is the real future of medicine.